Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Seek to know the truth. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement, and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. This one's a hard one, because think about this for a second. So you make an opinion, you believe it. And, of course, that's the truth at that point. Then you're going to make another agreement, and the only thing you can break is you make a new one. That takes some thinking. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 3, Nasdaq was flat, S&P's off a buck. Gold contract up $4, trading at $1,623 an ounce. Silver up 76 cents at $28.85 an ounce. Platinum up 18 bucks at $1,492 an ounce. Copper down 4 pennies at $3.37 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $95.96 a barrel. Bonds up 5 ticks at 146.01. King dollar down 15 ticks at 82.50. The euro is up 14, trading out at 123.48. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You're at 14, 17, 15. That's over the swing point of the first. That's in 1422.38 is game. Now, no juice up here whatsoever, but bottom line, folks, it wants to go up and hit that high in the S&P cash from the 2nd of April. That's how that baby's set up right now. We go to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow, same setup in the Dow. What we have with the Dow is this. We're at 13,271. The high out there is 13,338. We hit the 276 today. Nasdaq Composite. Now, this is where it's going to get really wild, and this is what it is. Composite, same deal, flat market. We're at 3076. Now, that is at the lowest swing, which is 3085. That swing that I'm referring to there is May 1st, folks. The actual high on the Nasdaq is up there. Also on the 27th of March, that was 3134. Bottom line, wants to go up there and hit it. We go to the 3 Qs. You take a look at the 3 Qs. This is what you have. We are at 68.42. The high out there is 68.55. Now, it closed at its highs. We did 22 million shares versus 45 million at the high, which, by the way, wasn't enough. That was a failure up at that high, and that's where the Qs went from 65.55 straight down to 60.04. Now, inside the NDX 100, inside the Nasdaq Composite, guess what? Well, bottom line, folks, let's go to Apple. Good old Apple accelerates dramatically today, up 17 bucks, 21 million shares, takes out the swing point of its high. It closed at all-time high. Took out 644. Apple's on its way, number 1, for a nice parabolic move. Number 2, we'll see whether it's going to do a Tiger-Gartley. It only has about another 10 more points for a Tiger-Gartley. We'll see how this shakes out. Now, as of today, Apple is, market cap-wise, no stock has ever got as high as Apple. This is how it shakes out. So check this out. Apple right now has an intraday value when it was... this is good. Okay, this is even bigger than this, because when they did this, when it was trading at $664.75, the market cap was $623 billion, .1 billion. That overtook Microsoft's market cap of $620 billion, which was generated on December 3rd, 1999. If you just want to, that analogy is a trip in itself. The reason being, folks, if you go back to, so picture Microsoft and December 30th of 1999 had a market cap of $620 million. Guess what? The market cap of Microsoft today is $257 billion rather. So bottom line is that it's a third of the market cap. Now, what does happen inside the Microsoft deal there also, what you have is this: Microsoft bought back huge amounts of shares also, and that's what also reduces the market cap. Now, inside the NASDAQ composite, what do you have? Well, if we talk about the actually, let's talk about the NDX 100 first. Why? Because what you have is this. This is where some divergence not only is there, but it's like, okay, you're at the highs. What is it going to take to break the highs? The NDX 100 is at 2784. Now, that's going to go whack and go after the 2794 from March 28th. So check this out, though. If you take Google, you take Microsoft, you take Intel, you take Oracle, those equities right there make up more than 50% of the NDX 100, the weighting structure. The thing that's amazing about it, if you remember, they had cut Apple's weighting structure in half. Well, guess what? Apple just took off in bottom line. So those stocks there are more than 50%. So check this out. This is where there's divergence. So let's go over to Google next. Google, nice setup. I mean, Google's at its highs. Google didn't take anything away from the NDX 100 today. It was down $1.60. Oracle, we go look at Oracle. Where's Oracle? Oracle was down 16 cents. Microsoft, what do you have with Microsoft? Microsoft was down 16 cents. And that's it. So what you can see there is that you can see, even with the NDX 100 being flat, with Apple being up $17, you don't even want to think of the rest about the NDX 100, because that's saying that the underlying strength in the NDX 100 and, in fact, the composite is absolutely not there. So we'll watch this whole baby shakeout, but I expect you will get a parabolic move out of Apple at this point, because today it starts soaring. Steve and I were talking about this morning that if it got over this swing point from the April 10th area, we very well could have a Tiger Gottlieb in the making. Now, the way butterfly, rather, and the way butterflies work, folks, and this is important to understand, is this: butterflies on the way down or the way up, absolutely, if they're on the way up, if they don't stop at the 1.27 of the move, it's a parabolic move, and that baby can go, it never ends good, I can tell you that. But that baby can turn around and go up another 100 points and then implode, just like a missile going up, boom. 877-927-6648. Let's go over and take a look at the gold market. What we have with gold is this. Not enough contracts. Nice move on some of the equities here, but still not enough contracts. We did 65,000 contracts out here today. We need about 150,000 contracts. We're at 1623. This baby doesn't want to back away. You know, he wants to get up into this 1631 area, and we'll see if she can get any juice in order to get up and over that area. We go take a look at the bond market. What bonds did out here today, rejected the low. We did 203,000 contracts. That's what it needed. We're at 146.02, and that's exactly what we needed in order to basically to say, okay, you're going to make another run for the 153. We came into 403,000 contracts today with 203. Rejected it. So we'll see what kind of juice we have as we go back topside at that 153.11 area. Let's go to Mac in Wyoming. Hey, Mac, what's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Thanks for taking the call, Tom.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man. Appreciate it. What are we going to look at?
Great Basin Gold.
Okay, let's take a look. We get Great Basin. Great Basin, folks, the low is 21 cents. The high is 230. This baby came out with numbers last week. Stock imploded. CEO Ferdy had to resign. So what are we doing here?
Well, unfortunately, I'm an owner, but is this going to go bankrupt, do you think? Or
no, it's not going to go bankrupt. So, okay, so when you say you're an owner, you just didn't put a stop in, that's it, period, right?
Well, it was at 50 cents, and then I was waiting for the end of the Q2 results, and then the next morning it was right about where it is now.
So you took the stop out. That's what you did, right? It doesn't matter. Okay. So what you have is this. Well, first off, it won't go bankrupt. What you do have, though, is this. You have a stock that's at 23 cents. They're going to need money. So they're going to do, I suspect they're going to do a secondary. If you go read their, just right on their website, they're going to need a secondary. So, 21. Well, we tested the low, which we needed. You tested the low on Friday. You did it with, you know what you need? We need another test this week. Because what you have, Mac, is this. You tested 21 cents, okay? But that means you still got a weekly low with volume. We need one more test this week. You stay right there. We'll come right back, folks.